Hey
everybody, I'm David. I wanted to give a little intro to this next video that I'm posting. This is from the Kayak Point Disc Golf Open. It was this past weekend. I was up there watching some great local players play disc golf. And for those of you who don't know anything about disc golf, this is an opportunity to see a little bit about what it is. There are some really good players in this video. For those of you who are the disc golfers, in fact, this is why I'm posting it, is for you guys. Know that this is just pretty much the raw video. I didn't do a lot of editing. If you want to see fancy footage, then you got to go to Jomez Pro and see what those guys put together. For me, one camera, I didn't even have my fancy microphone, so there's a lot of wind noise. You do hear the birds singing and such like that. And whatever language is there, that's just disc golf. So yep, if you've never seen disc golf before though, this is your chance to see a little bit about it. I did break the video up into 4 segments. I was not there for the first day. They did 3 rounds. So the first round I didn't catch, that was on Friday. But I was there for Saturday and for Sunday. So you're seeing round 2 and then round 3. And I broke it up into front 9 and back 9. So you got 4 videos total to watch. Each is probably about half an hour long. I hope you enjoy. This is hole number 1 of the red course. There's a gold course as well. The gold course is the expert course, and then this is the intermediate course. The group that we're seeing play today on this course is the open division. So yesterday they played on the gold course on Friday, and today on Saturday they're playing the red course. They'll go back to the gold course tomorrow on Sunday. We're at tee number 1. This is the second card. A little bit about that. You've got, they sort out the players from worst to best, and then they group them in, they tee off in groups of 4. And right now we're down to the second to last group, which would be the second best card, or the second best players based on yesterday's results. So I like watching this group because you notice that Kenny is a predominantly forehand thrower, and Mikey here is left-handed, and I'm left-handed, so it's nice to watch an expert playing the same course that I play, so I can get a little bit of knowledge on how that works, because actually you do play these holes differently. Some of these where they bend to the left versus the right, you're going to make a different play or a different throw depending on if you're right-handed or left-handed. Hole number 1 is 421 feet, par 3. It's a downhill hole, about 10 or 15 feet of vertical drop. I stuck around at tee number 1 just to watch the top group. These are the current leaders of the open division. I'll get back with the second card after a couple holes, but I wanted to watch these guys tee off as well just to see a variety. In general, it's nice to get to watch players of this caliber playing live on a course that I'm familiar with. Typically you're watching this on YouTube where they're playing a course that you have no familiarity with, and then playing it live you get a chance to experience where the trees are and all. You can get a better visual perspective, even the wind and other conditions that are going on that you don't appreciate when you're watching it on YouTube.
Go, Curry, go!
It's hard to tell from here, but this is about a 60-foot putt. This should give you a little better idea of how long that last putt was, because the first and furthest away putts first. So the last guy to putt was just a little further than this putt. Oh, that's a tough putt. That's a long putt. And what you're not hearing, feeling, is that there's a strong wind coming straight up from the side on that putt. And then just a little closer in, maybe a couple feet. Boom. Nice. This is hole number 2, 468 feet, par 4. The first hole was 421 feet, par 3, so this is just a little bit longer, and about 40 feet longer, and they get an extra stroke to get there.
Great shot.
This is one of the few holes, look at this, great, one of the few holes where I have actually birdied, and that guy just set himself up for a possibility of an eagle.
Yep.
This putt is for eagle. Oh, through the chains. That's a tough break. But it's certainly a birdie still. And another birdie. And another birdie. Great shots. And they all birdied that. That's nice. We've moved on to hole number 3. This is Carter from the second card. And this hole is 618 feet, par 4. So another 150 feet or more from the last hole, but the same par. And you got it past that big rock. For perspective, if you watch this, there is the tee pad, right where you see the cart path in the top right corner. That is where the green tee is for this. So it's not, I don't want to say the ladies' tee, but it's the short tee. There's 2 courses on this for the longest holes. You can play an alternate tee. And I can tell you that just to get it across that water hazard, you see the bushes in the foreground that he's throwing on beyond, and that big tree on the left side of the fairway. That is somewhere around 300 feet that you're trying to get, just to get across 250, 300 feet. It's a long throw for me. For sure, you don't want to end up losing a disc here. These guys don't have that concern, but players like myself, you just walk over and grab the green tee and be happy. This is the one hole where I'll play the green tee, but these guys that's not even a second thought as far as how far out they throw it. Nice shot there. He's certainly in a good position to get a birdie on this. Ouch. It's times like that when you wish discs were square. He rolled away from what would have been a very makeable putt. Nice second shot. Carter should have no problem getting a birdie on that. A valiant, wow. That was a tough putt, and he nearly made that. Same hole. Now we're looking from the pin back at the tee and get a better perspective on just how far these guys can throw it. By the way, tough day there to record because the light is actually very bright. So watching on the LCD screen on my camera is really tough to follow these discs, as you can imagine. There's another throw well past the rock. I don't even want to guess at how far that is, but it's way over 400 feet. So this is hole number 4, and it makes a dogleg to the left, and then it goes a long way. Hole number 4 is a 612-foot par 4, so similar distance to the hole number 3. The difference is you don't have all that elevation. You're not teeing off from a platform way up above. The good news is you don't have any water hazard or place to lose your disc. It's all nice and wide open, but it does make a dogleg. That's a beautiful shot. And that rock up there where he got to, that's a great, if you can get that far, you're doing good, because your second shot's going to be a nice right up next to the pin if you do right. Like that. Mikey's second shot. That should be a very makeable putt. And boy, that's parked right there. When we say parked, that means that it's within like 11 feet of the pin. In traditional ball golf, that would be just a tap in. Kenny with his forehand throw. Nice skip and roll right up, same thing. These guys are all probably going to walk away with birdies. Yeah, that was nice. Your longest putt for that hole, and that was well done. So everybody just tapped in, and now we're on hole 5. Hole 5 is a 456-foot par 4.
Wow, nice shot, dude.
And he just threw that about 30 feet or so past the pin. Not a bad tee shot.
Yes, sir. Great. Go, keep going.
Yeah, Mikey.
Oh, yeah. That way to huck it.
Kenny is furthest from the basket on the drive.
Get it.
Wow. And he parked it on the second shot. That's beautiful. And that's what separates these players from the rest of us. What I didn't catch on camera was Carter's shot. He was about 30 feet past the pin and he eagled it. Everybody else got a birdie. Hole number 6, 198 feet, par 3, shortest hole on the course, but it's also 30 feet or more straight uphill. In fact, the basket is hiding over the ridge.
Did this one move at all from last year's? Okay.
The trick on this hole is to aim for a dead branch that's hanging out up at the top of the ridge, because the basket is directly below that, but you got to know what you're aiming for.
Really? Okay. Hey, I don't know where it's at. I just try and get on top of
fat, first available tree. It happens to the best of us, and it happens enough that we actually have a name for it, for what it's worth. What really hurts is that's all stinging nettle where he landed. We'll see how he comes out of that. Carter actually overshot this by a good bit. The tee is down below the trees in that gap you see directly beyond him, or to the right of the basket is where they were throwing from.
Good putt, Carter.
Made it anyway. I didn't catch it on video, but Jace had a birdie and Kenny came away with a par. Hole number 7 at 636 feet, par 4. This is the longest hole on the red course. The basket is actually tucked into the woods on the right side of the fairway. You can see that one tree, that large tree way off in the distance. You go in just in front of that and the basket's about 20-25 feet inside there.
Great shot.
Turn over.
Go. Hang on, Mikey. Where am I?
Oh, that's what.
It's either parked or long.
Really?
Parked or long? Yeah. Yeah, that's not good steep.
Don't hit that.
I hope I'm parked. Oh my. How would I be wrong?
Never had a phone. Still don't have a phone.
Jace is putting for par. Mikey and Kenny will walk away with birdies, and
Yeah, buddy.
that was an eagle putt by Carter on a 636-foot par 4. That's his second eagle on number 5 and number 7, and Kenny finished out with his birdie. So now we're on hole number 8. Hole number 8 is a 396-foot par 3 downhill, probably a drop of about 20 feet, 10 or 20 feet. Mikey just found one of the guardian trees. There's like a picket fence that they're trying to throw through. It's really tough to get between those trees. Of course, the light is so bright you can't tell it here, but it's really hard for me to use the camera on some of these shots to track it. Oh.
That's in there a little bit. That way, Mikey. Yeah, buddy.
Nice recovery.
That away, Mikey!
I'm not real good at estimating these distances, but that was a 100-foot putt. Jace just barely missed that, almost the same putt. Just a few inches low, hit the front of the basket. That's the level of play that these guys are at. Carter with one of his few pars today. Hole number 9, 480 feet. The pin is off to the right side of, just tagged the tree, but it kept it going. It just kept sailing straight on down the fairway. Actually redirected it toward the pin, straight off to the right side of that big tree, splitting the fairway.
Come on, hold it.
Wow.
Still crushed.
Yeah. What's that dent?
Nice.
Point over there.
Shot Mikey.
Good job, Mike.
Stay short of it.
Are you
After the first 9 holes of round 2, Carter is at 9 under par with 2 eagles. Kenny is at 6 under par. Jace and Mikey are both at 4 under par. Watch for a link to the back 9 here at the end of this video, and a link to day 3 will also be getting posted. If you don't see that link yet, hang on, come back tomorrow because the link will get posted. Thanks for watching.